Hello, I'm a guy that likes to talk about 80s music, and today I want to talk about a somewhat unusual subject theme songs from 80s horror movies. Yeah, it's kind of an unusual subject, but I thought it'd be fun to do. In the 80s, it seemed like, the radio was constantly playing songs that were from movies. You'd hear songs like Ghostbusters or something from Footloose or Rocky movies or John Hughes movies or Molly Ringwald movies, Dirty Dancing, Top Gun, etc. It seemed like that was a thing to do. When you made a movie, you got some pop singer or rock band to do a song for your movie. And the people who made horror movies did the same thing. Like this one, Alice Cooper. He's back, the man behind the mask from Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason lives. You're with your baby and you're parked alone. Yeah, if you're going to get a rock singer to do a song for a horror movie, what better guy was there than the Welcome to My Nightmare guy, right? I was talking about this one before, which is what got me on this subject. So which one was Friday the 13th, Part 6? Which one was that? That's the one where Jason comes back to life after being killed in a previous movie. Someone might say, isn't that like all of them? To which I would say, no. Jason wasn't in Part 5. There was some other guy. Duh. Why don't you go back to school? Get yourself educated. Yeah, people don't know their F-13 movies. Anyway, Cry Little Sister, Gerard McMahon from the movie The Lost Boys. I think this one might be the most popular and the most well-remembered, I think, of all of them. It's kind of a serious sounding song. I mean, He's Back is creepy in a fun little way, but Cry Little Sister is a bit more dramatic. But The Lost Boys wasn't that dramatic of a movie. It had some dramatic, serious parts, but at other times, it was a comedy. Like the scenes with Michael, the older brother, getting involved with the bad boys. That was the drama part. And then the parts with the younger brother and the Frog Brothers, that was like comedy. That was like the Goonies meet Dracula. But this song is definitely a serious, dramatic song. And of course, it's kind of creepy with the kids singing, "Thou shalt not." For some reason, songs with kids singing in them can be real creepy. Kids are creepy anyways. Fright Night, Geils Band. Speaking of vampire movies, I was talking about this one before, when I did my thing about vampire movies, songs about vampires, but it was also a theme song for a movie, so I had to include it here. Dream Warriors, Dokken from A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3. Dokken was a glam metal band like Motley Crue or Poison. They never became as well known as some of those other bands, though, but they definitely have their fan following. I'm not real familiar with them, but I knew a guy who really liked them, and he said that he liked them a lot more than those other bands because they were a bit more of a serious band. I think he said. Yeah, I think he said they were more of a serious band. Anyway, those Freddy Krueger Elm Street sequels, yeah, they like to have some pop and rock songs that go along with their movies. Like they had the Fat Boys do a rap song about Freddy. Are you ready for Freddy? They had Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden do a song. And they had a video for Dream Warriors. Patricia Arquette was being terrorized by Freddy, but Dokken came along. And at the end, it was all just a dream. It was all just a bad dream. But it was Freddy that was having the bad dream. He had a nightmare about Dokken, and he woke up and said, "Who were those guys?" Oh. The Dream Warriors movie, that was the one that took place in the mental ward. It had a group of young people who were being terrorized by Freddy in their dreams, and they all tried to fight him and beat him. And that's why it was called the Dream Warriors. And the song Dream Warriors is interesting because it can really stand on its own. There's really nothing in the lyrics that makes it concretely about Freddy Krueger. So if you've never seen the Dream Warriors movie or even heard of it, I think a person could still appreciate this song because it could be about something else. So when they sing, maybe tonight you'll be gone. Yeah, it could be a reference to Freddy because the Dream Warriors are going to beat Freddy and make him go away. However, maybe tonight you'll be gone could refer to something else. I don't know. but I don't want to get too complex here. Pet Semetary, the Ramones from the movie Pet Semetary, of course. Cemetery spelled with an S. Yeah, they sing, I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. The movie was based on a Stephen King novel, and it's somewhat appropriate to have the Ramones do this song for the movie because the band is alluded to a couple of times in the novel. Yeah, Stephen King was a big classic rock fan and often made references to rock music in his novels. And, he made reference to Blitzkrieg Bop had a guy thinking about, hi, ho, let's go. But anyway, I can see from the time here, I need to get going. I've got some more here, but I'll have to do that some other time. I'll do that in the sequel.